What's going on, everybody? My name is Dr. Fix-It. Yes, I am a real doctor. I'm a chiropractor and I love to fix things. Today I'll be showing you guys how to upgrade the memory. We're upgrading the memory because this computer was about to get thrown away. With a simple hard drive upgrade, we can make your computer last another 5 years. I'm going to show you guys how to do this in a very detailed manner. Lenovo is a really easy brand to upgrade, and I'll show you why. This part right here can come undone by these screws. You take it out and then boom, the hard drive, the RAM, the wireless card will all be there for you to see. On some laptops, you may have to take off the whole back of it. But on this one, it's really easy. We only have to take off this part. Now, before we open this thing up, I'm going to show you guys how the laptop itself performs. So we're going to look at how long it takes for it to start up, and then play around with the program or two to see how quick the response time is. Let's open up and see how this thing performs. Let's go ahead and open up Google Chrome and see how long it takes. That took a long time, guys, so this computer is definitely in need of an upgrade. Let's go ahead and start the upgrade process. I'm gonna break this down into 3 easy steps for you guys, all right? So step number 1 is we're gonna take off this panel right here. We're gonna expose the hard drive, replace the hard drive, and put the panel back on. Step number 2, we're going to install Windows on the hard drive. Step number 3, we're going to be installing all of the necessary software and firmware. That's it, just 3 steps. Okay guys, for this project, all you need is a set of small screws. Now I've got a Phillips head and an assortment of flatheads. Let's go ahead and open it up. One quick note, when you're taking apart a laptop, make sure you take out the battery. You do not want to be messing around on the motherboard without the battery out. You want to take out the battery because if you start messing around with stuff on the motherboard with this battery still in, it can kill the motherboard. So we know that this specific panel needs to be taken off. Let's go ahead and just take off these 3 screws and see if that's all we need to do. Let's take the hard drive out.
Not's going to let it fly. Here it goes. It is in the air, and it is caught. Oh, my goodness, what it is.
Okay, with this specific laptop, all you have to do is after you take out the 4 screws, you just have to slide it this way. That disconnects it from the motherboard, and now this should just come right out. And there it is. So the next thing you want to do is take the hard drive off of the holding bracket. All you have to do is take out 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go, we took the hard drive off the bracket. Now all we have to do is put the new hard drive on the bracket. Make sure you line up the connectors with where it's going to be plugging into the laptop. Alright, now let's put the hard drive back on. Just slide it just like that. Now just gotta screw back in the screws. Alright, now let's put the panel back on. And there you have it. That was so easy. Alright guys, let's turn it on and see what happens. Okay, so what this thing is essentially asking is how this computer is going to boot up. Normally, the computer boots up using the hard drive, but because the hard drive is wiped, there's no Windows to boot up on. So now what we have to do is install Windows onto the hard drive. Right here, I have a ready-made Windows 10 boot drive, and this thing is going to install Windows on here. So what I'm gonna do is turn it off, plug in the boot drive, turn it back on, and we'll see if this menu changes. Okay guys, so in this case, it was really easy. All we had to do was stick in the boot drive, turn it on, and it automatically knew to boot off of the boot drive. Again, this is the boot drive here. Now all we have to do is go through the steps to install Windows. So everything's here, English, US. We're gonna select next and install now. Accept the license terms. Now we're gonna be doing a custom install Windows only because there's nothing on the hard drive, so there is no files or settings or applications to keep. So that's why we're doing install Windows only. In this case, this hard drive is the only one to show up. All you gotta do is push next. All right, so now it's going to install Windows. We'll come back when it's done.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so this next part's really easy. You just have to go through all the steps of installing Windows. So yes, I am in the United States.
Your keyboard is set to US.
Yes, US keyboard. No, I do not want to add a second one. And I'm actually gonna skip for now. Now this laptop does belong to someone else and I'm fixing it for them, so I'm gonna put their name in here and then click next. And now it's going to go ahead and get Windows ready for us, so we'll come back whenever that's done. Okay, now we're finally to the Windows desktop. Now all we have to do is install the firmware and software for this specific computer. Now, there's already one issue that's popped up here. As you can see, I can't connect to Wi-Fi. It seems that you actually have to install the Wi-Fi card, but it does look like I can plug in the Ethernet cable. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to plug this directly into my router via an Ethernet cable, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we have officially connected to the internet the old-fashioned way via a cable. All we need to do now is step 3, which is install the updates. So let's go to Windows Updates, press check for updates. And now it's going to be downloading all of the essential software. Let's see what it's going to install. What you're looking for is specific drivers, like motherboard. So drivers for the hardware, for instance, drivers for the Wi-Fi card, drivers for the sound card, drivers for the video card, drivers for the processor. If you don't know what any of this means, don't worry. Usually Windows Update just does it all for you, but let's go ahead and check. Starting from the bottom here, we have the AMD Radeon graphics. This one's for the processor, that one's for the mouse, for the Bluetooth, and for the audio. So it looks like everything's gonna be installed like it should. Let's come back to this thing when everything is downloaded and installed. Okay guys, so after the first round of updates, I went ahead and restarted the computer and it installed all of the updates. It's always good to go back to Windows Update again and make sure there aren't any others. As you can see, there are 3 that still need to be installed. These are cumulative updates just for Windows 10, but it looks like the other updates work, because if we go down here to internet, we now have wireless internet that we can connect to, which is great. All right, everybody, all of the updates are installed. This computer is ready to go. Let's go ahead and see how fast this thing is now. Wow. All right, now let's see the responsiveness of some of the apps. Let's go to Google Chrome, see how fast it opens up. Oh my gosh, it was almost instant. All right guys, we have another laptop that is fixed and ready to go. This thing is blazing fast. I'm so happy with it. The person I'm fixing it for, I'm sure they're going to be just as happy. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one. I think we can officially call this one Fixed.